Hi, welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. Hashtag, I'm going to keep it 100. Y'all come on in, come on in. I got a special guest artist and a lot. She wear many hats. I'm going to wait till a few more people come on in because I don't want to get started. I want y'all to hear everything from start to finish from Princess Towanna Murphy. But y'all know how your girl like to do. I'm gonna get in here and wait till people come, and I'm gonna start sharing. And I want y'all to share, tag, like on y'all in. Get as many people as you can in here. She's hiding off in a few minutes, and I'll bring her up shortly. Hope everybody had a blessed day. Thankful Thursday. And I guess everybody say, hey, Queen, where you been? Look, hey, sometimes a girl got to take a break and breathe. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But let me share. Let me share some more. I got a lot of groups. And I want to thank the groups for allowing my content to be on their pages. I cannot thank y'all enough. That helps me to get my content out. And I am still sharing. Share, like, and tag on y'all in, because that is what I am doing. Yeah, we got your girl. I can't wait till y'all hear her journey. It is awesome. When I tell y'all awesome, it is awesome. Y'all better get some pens and paper to keep up with her. Yes and yes. Okay, we got some people in here, but let me see. I'm still working it. Y'all give me one more second. Pen. Okay. Okay, one more second. I'm coming. All right, all right. It's so many groups, so many groups. But yeah, we finna go ahead and get started. I'm finna go ahead and get started. All right, all right. Well, my guest tonight is the artist, Miss Princess Towanna Murphy. Come on up, girl. Come on up. Hi, welcome to the
Hey,
Queen Kim Real Talk. Hashtag, we're gonna keep it 100.
what you said? Hey, thank you for having me, Queen.
Oh no, and I just want to say, it's an honor, man. They say you call yourself princess, but I say hail to the queen. I appreciate this. I am so humble that you
Thank
took
you.
the time out of your busy schedule to come to my podcast. I feel honored. I really do. I
Well,
really do.
thank you for having me. I feel honored for you having me on your show.
All right. And we're going to talk about a lot of things, the great music and everything that is going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you up a little more. Sometimes I like that little far back look, but now
Yes, ma'am.
we finna come up a little closer and get up close and personal.
Thank you. Oh, up close and personal.
Yeah, up close. There we go. Bam. So they can see the beautiful Princess Tawana Murphy. There she is, baby. She live and then she in person. All right. And thank y'all for my guests coming in and tuning in. Y'all like and share. And we're going to have an awesome conversation talking about her journey. But Miss Tawana, I want to talk about how I was looking. I have like an email, and people
Hmm.
send me music,
Hmm.
and your song popped up. I can't remember which one, and I was listening to it, and then
Hmm.
I heard one that was kind of really caught my eye attention. We're gonna play that one, y'all. She know which one. That one that make your eyes pop. I say, wait, hold it on my show. And here you is. I got you. But
Yes,
not
ma'am.
that you are a Stella nominated TV host, radio
Hmm.
personality, CEO, owner of Project Let's Read and WDEM 98.5 FM station.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And it's a lot more. We're going to get into that, a lot more to that. But tell everybody where you're from, city and state.
Memphis, Tennessee.
All right,
Yes.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes,
And now,
ma'am.
did you actually grew up in Memphis, or was it another part?
No, ma'am. I was born in Chicago, and my mom raised me in Milwaukee at the age of 8. I've been in Memphis now 15 years.
Okay, 15. Okay, all right. And
Mhm.
how you love it? You're more of a Memphis. What you love about Memphis?
The weather.
The weather.
The weather.
Okay, all right. I haven't
The,
been to Memphis. I would
okay.
love to. It's a but that's Chicago. Now I understand where you get your toughness from. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Cabrini
I got it.
Green. Cabrini Green. The Henry Hornet. Yep.
Yeah, I think I got it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about a little more if your family, if you don't mind. Like I said, you're also a an African dancer professionally.
Mhm.
How many what came first? Was it the singing or the dancing?
I think it came at the same time. I didn't really start singing until shoot about a few years ago. Well, I sung in church, as a kid. I grew up in the church, and my mom and my godmom would make me sing all the time, but I wasn't no out front singer. I always was a background singer, and I would sing background even now for anybody. You ask me, you want to sing background? I got you. So I was a background singer. It wasn't until recently that they pushed me to come out front. And that still took me a minute. But I think that dancing and singing came hand in hand because I have been dancing since I was 9 years old.
Oh wow,
Mm.
that's a lot. Uh-huh. I seen some little clips. Maybe you almost now you say African dancing, but you almost can you dance a little bit performing.
Yeah, African and modern. Um, and I danced professional 15 years. I've traveled to Africa 3 times, China. I danced for the President of the United States. I've
Oh
danced at
wow.
Carnegie Hall and Showtime at the Apollo.
Yes, we're gonna talk
Mhm.
about that Carnegie Hall.
Mhm.
That's almost where some legends was like Dizzy Gillespie, Billie
Mhm.
Holiday, Ella
Yeah.
Fitzgerald. That Carnegie Hall.
That Carnegie Hall in New York. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you bad. You bad, sister. Oh yeah. Ike and Tina Turner, Bo Diddy.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. How
It
was
just
that? Tell me
the experience was it was like when we all went in there because all of the dancers we all went in and we was like, oh man, this is like great because it's like all the acoustics and it's huge in there, and so the stage is huge and it wasn't just the dancers. We traveled with the choir and we were just high school kids. And so that was my junior year in high school when we went.
oh,
And we
oh
were looking, and all of us walked in like, oh my God, it's huge in here. And so the choir sang, the dancers danced, and then they sung with a symphony. So it was amazing to us.
okay. And talk about the Apollo. Showtime at the Apollo.
First time I met Biz Markie in LL Cool J.
Oh wow.
They was
Okay.
there. They was there at the same time that we were getting ready to get on stage, and we were backstage. And so when we seen LL Cool J, we was all running like, "They go LL Cool J, they go Biz Markie." So we was
Yeah.
excited, and our dance teacher was like, "Sit down." We was like, "Look, look, look, look." She don't know. She saved. So she ain't know nothing about it. She ain't know what we do.
Yes, you know what y'all excited about. That's
Right? She ain't know. She a church lady. She ain't heard no rap song. So we was all having a fit. We was all having a fit. Like, no.
right.
So she was like, "Sit down." So
Yeah.
we was backstage, so we seen them come. We was like, "Oh my God, there you go, there you go." So
Okay.
it was an amazing journey for us. And this little man is so tiny going up them stairs at Showtime at the Apollo. When you see those side stairs, it is really that
Yeah.
little. It is really that tiny going up
Oh,
them stairs,
okay.
going up that spiral.
And when you
It
come
is.
in, when you're getting up on the stage, that what you
When you coming in on the stage.
get out of here.
Hmm.
Wow. I think that
Yes.
is just amazing, amazing, absolutely amazing. Now we talked about a little of that. Let's go back to the church because
Hmm.
you have opened up for a lot of gospel artists.
Hmm.
Um, Go ahead and name some of them.
Oh man, Marvin Sapp, Clark Sisters, Myron Butler, and in fact, me opening up for them, it was me and my dancers. We opened up for them, and they would call us. That, and I was living in Milwaukee at the time, and they would call us to come and do a dance, or they would sing it live, and we would dance it. So I think one day we got a call from Myron Butler, and he called, and so the one of the parents said to one of they want y'all to dance for Myron Butler, and we're like, Myron Butler, you talking about? And she was like, Myron Butler wants y'all to dance live to him singing. I'm like, us live? They're like, yeah. So we had like 4 days to get it together. So I had 4 days to choreograph this dance to set me free for Myron Butler. And so I got all 15 dancers in the dance studio, and I said, "Yo, we got 4 days to get this right because that's all he gave us was 4 days to get it done." And so I choreographed the dance, and me and the girls went out there and we danced. I also danced for Yolanda Adams, and we got some pictures. Me and the girls got some pictures with Yolanda Adams, Marvin Sapp. I think I got them all on my Facebook page too. Uh,
Oh,
um, so I've had the opportunity to. I even had the opportunity to speak at the late great Harlan Wolf Jr.'s funeral, and so
wow.
that was an honor for me as well.
You say Holland Wolf? Holland?
Harlan Wolf, the junior. Yep, I
Oh,
had the opportunity to speak.
that is amazing. Amazing. Let me stop you for a minute and thank everybody for tuning in. We're talking to Princess Tawana Lewis. Uh,
Murphy,
Girl, I'm sorry, girl. Tawana Murphy. I hope that was the forgive me. I hope that was the only time I said it. But
no, no, you
I knew I was going to do it because they have another artist named that. But
good. Mm-hmm.
Princess Tawana Murphy tonight, she has a fabulous story. Thank y'all for tuning in. And let me speak to a couple of people. Miss Anissa Ward is an awesome promoter.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Irene Rivers. Let's see. Rosemary Moore. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want to try to get to
That's
everybody.
my manager. That's Rosemary Moore. That's my manager.
All right. Salute to you, Miss Rosemary Moore, manager for Miss Tawana Lewis. Tawana Murphy. You know what? I'm gonna get it together. Oh, I'm gonna
You
get it together now. Come on, Queen. Now my crown tilting. I'm gonna
you all
get it
right?
together. All right, everybody. Miss Marshall is in the house. All right. And like I say, like, share, and also follow Miss Tawana Murphy on her social media page, her Facebook page, which is actually her name,
Mm-hmm.
Tawana Murphy. And Tawana Murphy, we're going to talk about Facebook because
Mm-hmm.
you got a blue check.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that blue check because that means something.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Blue check means you're a verified celebrity, and um, the blue check was ordered for me about 3 years ago. It's just about 9 months ago when they verified me because they have to go through all kind of paperwork. And
Okay.
so when they tried to verify me 3 years ago, I wasn't big enough. My name wasn't big enough at the time. And so they kept denying me. So the person that was putting me in, they just kept denying me. And about 9 months ago, I get this. I wake up and I look at my phone, and it's like there's a blue check. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a blue check. So I hit the notifications, and Facebook said you are now a verified celebrity. I'm like, oh really? I said, well, look at the Lord. Look at
Salute.
the Lord. And so
Yes.
they was applying for they kept applying it for me, but they kept denying because I guess my name didn't have enough clarity at the time to
Okay.
get the verified check. Because they when to be verified, that means you are verified celebrity. They didn't checked out everything was cleared, and now you're open to get a blue check.
That is amazing. That's awesome. I always wonder. I said, wait, because when I first invited you, I didn't see the blue check. Till I said, wait a minute, hold it. This is a blue check. This is serious. Get it
Yeah.
together, Queen. I said, get it together, Queen. This is serious.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
now, hey, my bestie, Takita. Now, let me ask you about your stage name. Now, you came, you put the princess. Now,
Mhm.
I do hosting, and I went by Queen. So, what was the difference? Why you didn't choose Queen? I just want to know, uh, why did you choose princess?
The name was given to me by a legend, two legends.
Oh,
It was given to me by Big John Cummings, and it was second by Queen Bev Johnson about 8 years ago. And so they gave me the name Queen, Princess Tawana Murphy. So
okay.
it was actually given to me by legend.
Awesome. Awesome. I wish you would have put it in there too, but that's all right. They gonna know you, boo. If they don't know you, they gonna know you.
So
That's
that's how
right.
I got the name.
Okay. And I love bringing new artists. You're not really new. You do have a couple of songs out. We're gonna get to one of your songs. Let's do that.
Mhm.
Y'all throw some hearts up for Miss Tawana Murphy. She's in the house, and we're actually finna listen to one of her songs that I like.
I'm still getting used to this artist stuff. I
She
only
got
been new 2 years, not 2.5 years. Two and a half
two and a
years.
half, two and a
Two and a
half
half.
years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Now, this is a good song. I love it. It's called Southern Soul Groove, and it is featuring none other than Jeter Jones. Let's go. Southern Soul Groove. We're talking to Princess Tawana Murphy. Jeter Jones. Walk in the club. Hey. Everybody's dressed real fine. We get ready to party. Is that alright? Listening to Sir Charles or some DK Soul, moving real smooth to the Southern Soul Room. Now back, spin around, take it back, move it back, move it back,
I was moving it back a whole lot of time.
come on,
Back
to the
to the
Southern
Southern
Soul,
Soul Groove.
to the Southern Soul,
Southern Soul Groove. Southern Soul Groove. Yeah, yeah.
everybody go pop, pop, spin it out, come on, take it back, move it back, come on,
Take it back.
take it back,
Take
come
it
on,
back.
take it back, come on, take it back, come on, to
Pop
the
into
southern,
the Southern Soul Groove.
southern,
Southern
southern,
Soul
southern,
Groove.
southern,
Southern Soul Groove. Yeah, yeah.
come and tell the DJ, play me something smooth. Grab my partner as we get in the groove. Bring your body close to mine. I've been longing for this moment. Oh, yeah. Southern soul music. There's something in me. Give me your hand. Make your body feel free. Just like
Just
silk.
like silk.
You lose control. This Southern
This
soul
Southern Soul
music
music.
will never grow.
Everybody's dressed in white.
We moving real smooth to that
To
Southern
that
soul.
Southern Soul Groove.
Ooh, baby. DJ Jello shine.
That's why you like the song.
We
We
cutting up.
cutting up.
Southern soul. Turn around. Sway this is my part. Sway left. Take it back. Come on. 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 To the
To
Southern
the
soul groove. To the Southern soul groove. Southern soul groove. Yeah. Southern soul groove. Everybody go back, back. Come on. Turn around. Take it back. Come on. Take it back. Come on. Back. Move it back. Move it back.
move it back.
Move it back.
Pop into the Southern Soul Groove.
Yeah, I love the hook. Southern, take it
Yeah.
back, take it back.
Take it
Yeah,
back.
I love
I said, they say you moving back a whole lot of times. I said, I'm trying to tell y'all something here.
Tell us, how did you come up with the song, and how did you get Jeter Jones, the king of Southern trail riding? to hop on that track.
Because G. Jones owed me a favor. So I
Baby,
said, this is the way to give it back to me, Gina.
baby, it was a good one too. It was a good one.
Yeah.
He did his thing.
Yeah, he did his thing on it. So when I sent it to him, the groove to the groove came from one of the from both the producers. He was playing a track one day and I was in the back and I kept saying, I said, I like that groove. I said, that groove is funky. And I went in there and I was like, who track is this? And he was like, that's my track. He said, I've been trying to get some words to that track for a minute. He said, I just can't come up with nothing. And so I sat down and we were sitting down. I just started writing. I started writing. And I was like, he's like, what you hear? And I said, I hear Southern Soul Groove. I said, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I want to sing it. And he kept saying, okay, okay. And then I started singing, bop into the Southern Soul Groove, to the Southern Soul Groove, Southern Soul Groove. Yeah, yeah. He said, that's it, that's it, that's it. And that's how we end up coming up with
Okay, I love it. Got to run that. You got to keep running that one. She got we. I got another favorite one, y'all. Y'all got to stay. Y'all got to stay. Y'all don't want to miss that one. I got another good one for y'all. Now, I want to talk about something very, very important before we get into some more music.
it.
But y'all throw some hearts up if y'all was feeling that song. It's Southern Soul Groove. Y'all throw some hearts up. My girl put in all her work because now she got songwriter adding on to that list, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now
Yeah.
she'll jack of all trade. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it was another reason I invited you to my show.
Mm-hmm.
The main one because I needed somebody, it's Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I saw your music. Somebody sent it
Mm-hmm.
to me. Then I started digging. I said, you know what? Before the end of Black History Month ends, I think I want this lady, Miss Towanna Murphy, to come
Mm-hmm.
on my podcast and talk about Black history
Mm-hmm.
because you are an activist.
Mm-hmm.
You work with the NAACP,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I want you to talk about some things.
You know what? I think history for us is 400 goes 400 years back, and it takes us back to slavery. And I always stress the fact that our ancestors, we wouldn't be here where we are now if it wasn't for our ancestors, if it wasn't for the picking cotton, if it wasn't for them hosing us, if it wasn't for them lynching us, if it wasn't for Dr. King and Malcolm X and Rosa Parks and all those people that played a part in history that brought us to this day right here, Mega Evers and those people that actually fought for us to have the right to vote, to have the right to use
Right.
the same-sex bathrooms, and have the right to education. And now we are fighting another battle. Recently, in fact, last week, Tuesday, they passed House Bill 1020. And that House bill right there puts us back 400 years, and it takes Jackson, Mississippi back into the non voting stage,
Oh
which means
no.
they make the decisions. Yeah, they make the decisions. Jackson, Mississippi is 80% Black and is controlled by all white Republicans. And those
What?
white Republicans, yeah, all white Republicans. And those white Republicans put a bill together, which is Bill 1020. That Bill 1020 passed last Tuesday, which now it goes to the House. If it's approved by the House, that means that they get to choose Jackson, Mississippi governors. They get to choose their mayors. They don't have a say in what they do if the bill passes, which means it takes the rights of Black people to vote. Not only that, the funding that comes into the Black communities will no longer be. They'll give those to other communities. And so they're taking away the rights of the Black people to vote, which our ancestors fought so hard for. I think State Representative Cedric Burnett, he is out of Tunica. He's a
Uh-huh.
African American man, but he voted for the bill. See how the sellout happens?
Oh
He's
yeah.
a Black man and he voted for the bill. Then you
He must
turn
be
around and you got
Republican.
no, he's a Democrat and he voted for the bill. And then there's Angela Cockerham, who is from Magnolia, Mississippi. She's an independent, but she's a African American woman. She also voted for the bill, which means they voted to put our people back 400 years. And minimizing our rights to vote, which means they control the government. They control everything that they do in Mississippi. And I don't understand why Mississippi is not outraged like I'm outraged. And when I seen that the bill passed last Tuesday, I was so angry that I started crying. I was
Oh,
frustrated. I was literally crying. I had to go have a drink because I was crying so hard because it's like, this is what our ancestors folks fought so hard for. They fought hard for us to have the ability to be able to do things, to vote, to have our say. We can voice our opinions. And that goes, and even that with that bill, House Bill 1020, it takes us back to where the police, the white police officers can do whatever they want to us and they get a
right.
slap on the wrist and they let them go because we no longer have a voice. And so I don't understand why Mississippi, the whole Jackson, Mississippi, 80% Black, what is not out there protesting, is not out there. They're not angry about what's going on right now
What?
because we
Come
don't
on,
exercise our
now,
right to vote.
Mississippi.
Yeah, we don't exercise our right to vote. And so that right there, I mean, the rights of our people, I fight so hard for our people because I just think that, we still have to have somebody to stand up for us besides what I do in music and in my reading program, because here is what they do. What's happening now is if they can keep our kids dumb, then they will. Our kids can't read by the second grade, which means they are controlling the narrative of what our kids do. Our kids they can be doctors and lawyers and even the next president of
Right.
the United States. But if you keep them suppressed and you keep our people suppressed, they will never be able to do that. I have kids right now that's been held in the second grade 3 times in my summer reading camp. They passed this year because they've been coming to my reading camp.
Okay.
I've been tutoring high school kids that can't even read at the 6th grade level because again,
Oh,
it's a
wow.
mind control thing. And
Do
if they
y'all
can
hear?
continue, huh?
Are y'all listening, my audience? Y'all throw some hearts up and some thumbs up. I want to hear y'all. Are y'all understanding what Miss Tawana Murphy is fighting for? This is serious.
It's
This
serious.
is
This is serious.
serious.
This is serious. So Queen, despite what people say about me on a negative, like I told you, a lie don't care who tell it, as long as they telling it, and the people will believe a lie before they believe a truth. And then when the truth does come out, it is too late. It is
Yes.
too late because we haven't did anything. But the bill stands alone. It stands by itself. I even posted the bill. I even told them who was the key players in this bill because it's Black History. Perfect time to do it. Black
Perfect.
History when nobody's paying attention to what's going on. You slip this bill under there, and now our people won't have the right to vote. When they're done here, they're coming to Tennessee. They're coming to Arkansas. Arkansas governors, and there's a setup pattern that
And
people don't
Louisiana,
see.
everywhere.
Yeah, they're not paying attention. Our governors are Republican, and they're trying to keep it that way. So then when the bills are passed, it's easy to pass it. They even said it in the article. That's why Jackson, Mississippi, everybody is Republican because guess what? They have no problem passing the bills because they're the majority. And when it goes to the House is majority Republican. Voting is serious, and what they don't understand is it starts in our own communities. Our communities, it's up to us to put the right people in office. Most people
Right.
only vote when it comes to the president of the United States. No, ma'ams, no, sirs. It starts right there from your city officials, your city council people, your county commissioners, your state representatives, your senators, your governors, and your mayors. It starts there because if you don't get our people in those offices and the Republicans outdo us, guess what? They control the narrative. Now they controlling all of Jackson, Mississippi, and it ain't nothing they can do about it right
Mm.
now. Well, watch and see if this bill gonna pass in the House next month. Now I wish I could go to DC and stand out there with a sign and say, hell no. Because I will. They'll probably take me to jail. Ain't the first time I've been to jail.
Right.
Definitely ain't gonna be last time I go to jail because I go to jail fight for my people. They put me in jail before for fighting for our rights. They're taking away our constitutional rights. They're taking away our First Amendment rights.
Right.
And I think they're not taking this serious enough. They just sitting here like, oh, it's nothing. No, it's something. It's
Right.
something when you wake up one morning and you go and you on a trip with your kids and you driving through Mississippi and you go to the bathroom and you see another stamp that says white only. That
Oh,
takes a toll on us. And that's where they're trying to do. They're trying to
yeah.
push us back 400 years and the people are not getting it. They're not getting it. And I get so angry at our people. We too busy bashing each other, talking about each other, mistreating each other. Now I fight for the rights of our people. If you're doing our people wrong, I'm gonna come for you, and they know that.
Right.
Like I just got into this big argument with this young man that's in Alabama. Everybody has been reading a story about him taking over $20,000 for these people, telling people he died and he just got a bad
Okay.
tooth.
Right. I
Yeah, he
heard
got a
that.
rotten tooth. He got a rotten tooth. And
Girl, you passionate about everything, and baby, you
babe,
when people and when people messing over some people, you
I don't like
speaking.
it. I
Do
speak it.
you and do you think you don't get bagged? People don't bag you up when you're voicing your opinion and expressing your feelings and your opinions. Do you feel like people are bagging you up?
I have a lot of people that back me. I do. But then I have a lot of people that bashes me because of the narrative that a certain person has put on me. And instead of people knowing me for themselves, they automatically judge me. And because I'm so outspoken and I'm
Right.
not with the status quo and I don't click with people. I'm not a cliquish person. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be in nobody's clique and I'm not gonna do the status quo. And so they believe what's told to them. And like I said just a few minutes ago, a lie don't care who tell it. As long if
Right.
they'll believe a lie before they believe the truth. So I just let people believe the lie, and I just let that be. Whatever it is, it is. I can't change that. All I can
Okay.
do is change what I do and change me. And even
Yes.
though that hasn't, nothing's changed about me. Nothing changed about me because my passion is with my people. My
Right.
passion is fight for my
And
people.
that's
When I see
beautiful.
people,
Yeah.
yeah,
And we
when I see people doing
appreciate.
people wrong, I come for them, and it's like, oh, I'm coming for you.
Right.
Especially when
And
you
we
taking
appreciate
part.
that. We appreciate
Mm-hmm.
people like you fighting for us. We
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
And
I tell you, I can just say it over and over. I'm blessed that you're here. You're
mm,
speaking on this. You're passionate. Somebody has to be passionate
somebody
about
has
it.
to be. Somebody has to be. So I take the backlash. I take
Right.
it is okay. Well, whatever you're gonna say it. So I'll take the backlash. I take people call my phone, call me all kind of names. Okay, say what you want to say. At the end of the day, I
Because they
got
be
solid
coming for
proof.
you.
Yeah, they come for me. Oh, they come for me. Don't mean they gonna win, but they come for me. They come for me. Don't mean they winning, but they come for me. My thing is, I don't like people. I don't like to see. That's where we fall short at as a people because we too busy taking advantage of people that white folks stick together. We are the ones that don't stick together. We
Worse.
are the ones try to manipulate and control people and take from people, and they see our greed.
Mm.
A white man said one day to me, he said, "To want to no harm and disrespect to you." He said, "But all I got to do is put some cocaine on the street, give it to a black man, and he gonna get to another black man, and guess what? They gonna kill each other over it." He said, "We don't have to do anything because they gonna kill each other over it."
Over
And
it.
so what they're not getting is this. The Ku Klux Klan, only thing they did was change the way they move. They took off the sheets and reinvented themselves as police officers, as judges,
Ooh.
as city
Yeah.
officials, as senators, as
Ooh.
governors, as mayors. So that's all they did was took the sheets out. Police officers, Ku Klux Klan knew what to do. They just reinvented themselves. We
Yes.
ain't gotta have no sheets. We can just
Mhm.
get these high positions and treat Negroes like they ain't nothing.
Right. Now,
And that's how they do it.
now with the case that just happened, Memphis, and the
Mhm.
incident happened with the police officers, um, were they doing enough background checks or enough training uh, in order for that not to have happened? Uh, was enough?
I would say they hadn't did enough training with those police officers because each one of those police officers have not been in the field no more than 2-3 years. Each one of them 2 years. One was two, one was three, one was two, one was three. So they hadn't been there long enough, and they should have been supervised on those routes, and they wasn't supervised. They are still brand new in training. In fact,
Right.
the background checks was not even properly done because one of Haley, Demetrius Haley, if I'm not mistaken, his background, he was a correctional officer and he had a prior charge to
Mm.
beating a man to death. And they kind of like smacked it on the wrist and let it go. So in Memphis, what some of them do is our police officers are corrupt. So a lot of them are corrupt. Not all of them, but many of them are corrupt. And so what they
Yeah.
do is they'll do something and they'll sweep it under the rug as if it wasn't there. Now, had not that sky cam been up there, those officers probably would have gotten away with killing
Right.
Tyree Nichols.
Yes.
Mm.
Because
So
of
it's
that,
not
what it
enough,
was of that guy, yeah, that extra
not enough
footage.
training,
Mm.
not enough training. And I was out there. I was on the front line. And
Oh
I did
yeah.
a few interviews with CNN, MSNBC. I did two interviews. One was in France. I did one overseas. I forgot where that
Okay.
was. So I did like six different interviews with six major media outlets and
About
CNN.
that,
I
about
think I
that
did
case,
two with CNN. Yeah,
about
yeah, and
that particular
about that
incident.
incident. Yeah,
Okay.
about the Tyree Nichols story because it's us. You know, we try so hard. We get angry when we see a white officer kill a black man, and all of us are angry about it. We're marching. We're fighting for the rights, and it happens all the time. And even with these black officers, like I said, if that sky cam wasn't there, they wouldn't have caught that, and they would have their story would have been their story. We
Right.
wouldn't have never seen what really happened because they would have stuck to the story that he had a gun, that he had this, he tried to do this. So they made their story up prior to, the whole thing hitting the media. But that sky cam is the one that told the story of what really happened. And I'm glad that we have those available to us. And so we argue, we fight, but nobody's really standing up for rights of our people until something happens. And then when
Right.
something happens, here we all want to march, we want to be angry, we want to burn. Don't burn down my community. Don't go burn down their community, not ours. Get angry. Yes, it's okay to be angry.
Yeah.
It's okay
Get
to be
angry
frustrated.
enough.
Yeah,
Right.
be angry enough, but don't be angry enough to tear down our own communities.
Right.
So I'm saying with what we have now, and we as a people, we as Black people, we are strong enough to shut down their thing that they got going. If we start shopping Black, if we start eating Black, if we get our own grocery stores, our own we got enough people to get our own hospitals. We got enough Black people like such as me and you to get down our own radio stations that
Yes.
we can create our own line of business and we can take revenue from them and that'll make them leave us alone. So everything
Right.
that they're trying to do, it'll shut it down. But we're too busy feeding them. We're feeding them. We're buying their shoes. We're buying their clothes. And they make it cheap enough for us. We
Oh,
are the only people in America that will go and buy a Chanel purse for $400. We would go buy $400 shoes and $400 jackets and coats. And white folk go right to the Goodwill and buy that same coat for $5.
and do.
And that's how they save money. But we making them rich instead of bringing it back to us. And then they come to us and they question our prices and they question what we're doing. And it's like, if we band together, we can build our own economy. We
Yeah.
got lawyers, we got doctors, we got political people that's in the right positions that we can build our own. And we don't have to, because if we shut them down, they're going to come to us.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to
Exactly.
think smart. We got a lot of smart people that's in music. We got all these we got people that's musical, engineers. We got so many people that's just like us that we can change the narrative of the world if we do it. But we won't because
Right.
we're selfish and we're greedy and we won't
Yeah.
help each other. We
Y'all
won't.
throw some hearts up. She's keeping it 100. And that's who I like to have on my talk show.
Mhm.
People who are going to keep it 100. And you have just kept it 100. You're activists. And
Mhm.
that's what I wanted to know. I want to enlighten people. I want to enlighten myself.
Yeah,
And I hope it is helping other people. Tell somebody else, come watch this if they didn't
right.
see it. And so they can be informed and not
Mhm.
be behind wondering what's going on. Don't hide.
Right.
Come in and see what's going on. What's real.
Right. And
Open your eyes.
they
Open your
hide. Mississippi got so many artists. They got so many good artists. When they do them concerts and they see what's going on with this political stuff and this House bill, they can get those people and talk to those people like, listen, y'all, we need
eyes.
to mark down here. This is what they doing, but they got to educate themselves. But
Right.
they too busy about this money. It's all about money, money, money. Why you on that mic? We got Jeter Jones. They didn't with Louisiana. But we got a lot of Mississippi artists that got a big name for themselves that can get
Exactly.
that stage and say,
You
listen, House Bill 1020 is going to Washington, D.C., and we need to go out there and protest and tell them that we don't want this bill, and get them people to go down there and fight for that bill to change
That's
that
right.
because it takes away our right to vote. They're
And
going to
that's
take our vote away.
And that's what I'm doing right now. My platform is about artists, Southern Soul, legend artists, but I also like to entwine positive things that are
Mm-hmm.
going on into, because it's so much more than just the music.
It is.
Y'all have lives. Y'all are very smart, very intelligent, and I want to know what y'all concerns are when I'm
Mm-hmm.
interviewing artists. And you just mentioned about black-owned businesses, which you do have. You
Mm-hmm.
have, like we talk about the radio station, and also talk about that reading program too. Both of those.
You know what? My radio station, I started from scratch about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And, and the person that asked me to do it, I was like, I ain't doing no radio station. I ain't starting this radio. Everything, I buck against everything. Just so you
Yeah.
know. Every time they ask me something, I'll be like, I ain't doing it. Nope. I ain't doing it. Nope. I buck against everything. And so he was like, come on, Tawanna. I was like, no, I ain't doing it. So one day, about 6 months later, he was like, Tawanna, come on. You can do this. And I'm like, I ain't trying to do this. No, no, no. I just keep doing what I'm doing. Nope, I'm done. Because I was a nurse. My degree is in nursing. That's what my degree is at.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
my degree is in
really,
nursing.
did I
Yeah,
not
and I
read
was
that? I must have
yeah, my
missed that
degree. Yeah, my degree is in nursing, and I taught college for 8 years. And
one.
so
Oh,
my passion is teaching. I
okay.
can teach anything, whatever it is, I can teach it. If I don't know it, I'm gonna learn it, master it, and then come back and teach it to you.
Oh
And
wow.
so even when I was in, working in the clinics, when I was teaching the doctors the ropes and how to maneuver through the clinics. So I was one of the trainers there too. And when I moved to Memphis, then I was teaching medical assistant pharmacology because I can do some math,
Okay.
pharmacology, and I was teaching X-ray, but X-ray I was just doing it part time because she would come and ask me to teach the bones, and I would come and then I would teach um the phlebotomy, blood draws, and
All right.
so but that's what my degree is in medical, but my love is teaching. And so about 3 years ago, I realized that our kids couldn't read by the second grade. I have an
Wow.
8 year old. And so what made me go into having a summer reading program is that one day I got a call from Shelby County Schools, and I thought they was going to expel my son who's 5 years old. And so I said, what y'all calling me for? Because the superintendent called. And I said, what you calling me for? I said, what happened? And he was like, Ethan. I said, well, what did he do? And they said, he took a state test for a kid and
Oh.
got him the top scores. And I said, he did what? I said, how did he do that? He was done with his test. So he always he has an IQ of 125. He's just
Wow.
8. And the young man, the young boy was taking too, he was too slow. And so my son decided to take upon himself to take his test. So I asked him, was they gonna kick me? I said, y'all gonna kick him out? He said, no, we ain't gonna kick him out, Miss Murphy, but he cannot take both tests. I said, well, I'll tell him that. He don't know. He's just 5. He don't know. He don't know. And so when I talked to the teacher about it because we had a conference, and then I talked to the teacher and I asked her, I said, why did Ethan take his test? He said, because the young man didn't know his colors and he didn't
Oh.
know his shapes. And Ethan got a little mad because he just felt like that he should have knew that that was an orange, that was a blue, that was a red.
Yeah.
He said, and he didn't know it. And Ethan got a little frustrated about it. I said, so what do you mean? What are you telling me? She said, well, he can't read at all. He don't know his shapes. He don't know his colors. And so that's what got me into it. And so then I started talking to all the other teachers in the different classrooms and asking them where they kids were with their shapes and their numbers and reading and how were they getting along. And then they were telling me, well, we're having a hard time because these kids can't even do their shapes. We got to hold them back another year. This is kindergarten, that they're holding them back because they can't do shapes or numbers. And so that's where I started Project Let's Read. And so I started bringing different celebrities to come in to read to the kids at Cottonwood. And so I brought the mayors in to read. I brought the chief of police to come in and read. About pastors and bishops, and even I had some celebrities come in and read to the kids. I
Oh,
had
wow.
our county commissioners, and I had some of our city council people come and read to the kids and talk to them about the importance of reading. And from that point, that's when COVID hit. When COVID hit, it shut everything down. And
Okay.
so I started working with my son one on one with his reading, writing, math, and even cursive writing, because I teach cursive writing too. And
Right.
so, because they took that out of schools
I
15
don't
years,
know
20
why they
years
took,
ago.
yeah. I don't
And
know
so,
why.
the, because it's a control issue.
Right. Because how they gonna sign their checks? How they gonna sign they don't want them signing legal papers and
Legal, they don't. Let me tell you something. It goes all the way back, and because you're right there, I'm gonna go back to the reading program. But because you said that, I had a 12th grader fill out an application. I was helping them fill out high school applications. And when it got to the part where it said sex, male or female, she put down there, I'm not having sex yet. And when it
girl,
got to the part where it says relative, she said Medea and them.
you know what?
So
You,
this is what we're dealing with in society. Because if they can keep us
girl,
dumb and keep us picking their cotton and working their fields or working their warehouses, then that's where they'll keep us. So them not having a signature takes us back 400
yes,
years.
yes.
That's
That
the
yes.
plan. That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do. Our
Y'all
kids
see that,
have
huh?
no signature.
Yes.
They don't
Oh,
know.
somebody say, oh, OMG, yes. Y'all
They
see that? Y'all get
haven't.
the bigger picture now.
Get the bigger picture.
Yeah.
They not seeing the bigger picture because too many people are so busy being into themselves that they're not seeing the bigger picture. Our kids have no signature. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to research because everything is on his phone. They can go to that phone every day. I take my son's phone away. Every day when he comes in, he has to go through his spelling words. I make him read a book, and then he can get to his electronic.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to start somewhere as parents. Somebody said earlier on my manager's page, earlier, Rosemary page, and she said that it's the parents' fault that the kids can't read. I'm not going to throw that all off on the parent
Okay.
because we have to realize that our parents were babies when they had parents, when they had kids. Our kids, our mothers can't even read. I teach adults sometimes because they can't read. So we can't blame it all on the parents. Every
Wow.
parent is not educated like me or like you or people that we
Right.
know that's educated. They don't have those privileges. We have kids that's in foster homes. We have kids that's being raised by their great grandmothers. We have
Yeah.
kids that's just out there on the streets, and then we got babies that's having babies that's not educated. So I don't necessarily all blame that it comes from the home because it don't. Anytime you got a 6-year-old son and his mama and they both singing cuss words together on a rap
Yeah.
song, but that baby don't know his ABCs or his 1, 2, 3s, then society as we know it has changed. And now the white people get what they want, ignorant black people. That's what
Hmm.
they do. So if they can change our society, then they will, and that's what they're doing, and that's what they have done. So that is why we see so much crime and violence in our city because our young kids cannot read, they cannot write. So they go back to that street life and they start shooting and
Right.
killing and robbing. This is why we have so much crime. We don't
And
have enough leaders to stand up and say, "Hey, young man, pull your pants up. Hey, young man, watch your mouth. Hey, young man, do this." And the kids call everybody 18. I was in the store and I told the young man, I said, "Your pants down." I said, "Pull your pants up, man. You see, it's women in here." All right, 18. All right, 18. It's like
yes, indeed.
18. But this is
And they
where
can't decision make. They're missing so much. They can't decipher right from wrong.
mhm, they
You
can't
know.
decipher right from wrong. And because they see what's going on in the music industry, they want to be like
Right.
them. They want to dress like them. They want to act like them. So we have to be better leaders. We got to be better
Right.
leaders. And I told somebody the other day, we were talking, and I said, I have an artist. There's an artist part of me. There's the activist side of me. There's the I got so many sides and it don't make
Got
sense.
so many.
I got so many that it don't make sense because in the Bible, God gives gifts. He gave one person one gift and one person two, and I think He gave me 1,000, and I try to use them all.
And you use them all, girl. You use them all.
Mm-hmm.
You're good at it. You're good at it. And we got a song. I think I'm gonna wait to play it for a little more
Okay.
people. And now we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it on. We're gonna get this one out the way. It's who cat he kissing. Y'all ready for that one? Y'all ready for that one?
I
Hey,
was
we
mad. I was mad at my boyfriend at the time I wrote that song.
who cat he kissing? Now you know we got to talk about this princess. We're gonna talk about this song here. Cause I just know good and well.
Mm.
Know, Princess Towanna Murphy, who cat he kissing? We're gonna find out real soon.
Your man has kissed before he kissed you. Do you know how many cats your man has kissed before he kissed you? You've been married for 12 long years. Every time he leaves the house, it's not to pay the bills. He jumps in and out of bed every night. Then he comes home to kiss you goodnight. Do you know how many cats your man has kissed before he kissed you? Do you know how many cats your man has kissed before he kissed you? On his way home, he takes a
Takes
wrong
a long
turn.
time.
Laying in my bed with his head between my legs. He's a pro, he know what he's doing. Your
Your
relationship,
relationship.
I'm not trying to ruin. Do you know how many cats your man has kissed before he kissed you? Do you know how many
Nope.
cats
Nope.
your man has
Nope.
kissed
Nope.
before he kissed you?
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
So many times. It really don't matter to me. He comes back every time. I'm not no fool. He not gonna leave you. But when I
But when
call
I
him,
call
he
him,
know what to do. Do you know how many cats your man has kissed
That'll be none.
no.
before he kissed you? Do you know how many cats your man has kissed before he kissed you?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about this one now, Princess. Now
Yes,
come on,
ma'am.
yeah, give us the story. We got to keep it
You know what?
100 over
I found out at the time. I found out at the time that
here.
that my little boyfriend was cheating on me.
Oh
And
Lord,
you know when your boyfriend cheating on you, the other woman don't understand that you go to the man, you don't go to the woman. And
yes.
so the woman that he was cheating on me with, she done came to me.
Oh
First of
no.
all, he cheating on me. First of all, he cheating on me. That number one. You gonna come to me, and I had him first. So you don't come cheat. You don't come talk to me about him. I said, ma'am, and before I thought about it, I had said it.
Man.
I said, well, he done left me and came to you. Do you know how many cats he kissed before he came to you? And she was like, what you just say to me? I said, same thing he doing to me. He doing it to you too.
And
And she's
that's
like, what you
right.
talking about? I said, because he left my house 2 days ago, and now he over the over. So there you have it.
Hello. Now y'all throw
And
some hearts
so
up for that one.
right, and so instead of me, I didn't get mad at her because you got to go to the man. You don't go to the
Yes.
woman. You got a problem, go to him. Don't dislike the woman, and I don't dislike the woman. I still talk to her today because that's not the kind of person I am. And because it's like it's he doing it, not me, not you.
Right.
So I'm not mad at you for doing it because he the one
Right.
did it. So my problem is with him, not with you.
Mm-hmm.
But many of us as women, we take it out on
The
the
lady.
other woman when
Uh-huh.
she ain't got nothing to do with what he doing. It's him. Blame him.
Hello.
Y'all both go at him and kick his butt. Like I told her, I said, man, you need to be kicking his butt. That's what we need to be doing. I ain't gonna argue with you. You shouldn't be arguing with me because he was mine first.
Right.
So I just feel that we need to go to him. That's it. Let's just go to him and
Exactly.
handle that. And
Well,
that's it. And that's how the song came in. So I just added a twist to it and let it run.
that was a good one. That was a good one. I love that one. I love that one. We got to keep pushing that one. Y'all got to
Right,
put
because
that on replay, and replay. That's
right,
right.
because the women don't they don't be listening to it. They be like, what you talking about? You got to figure how many cats has he kissed before he came home to you? What is
Exactly.
he doing when he's not at home? What other woman he with when he ain't at home?
Hello.
So when he get done kissing cat, he come to you. But how many has he kissed?
Now that's a real Southern soul. That's a real Southern soul blues kind of song. Now,
Yep.
do you like you're more Southern soul bluesy? Which one you like more?
You know what? I'm more in the because when they put it together, they if you would I you know what? When you register a song on BMI, Sound Exchange, or anything like that, it comes in as R&B or blues. They
You
don't
do
put them
right,
under Southern
right.
Soul. So they would consider that song a R&B song,
Okay,
but it's a Southern Soul song. But they would consider it R&B, and some would even put it under blues.
you're right.
They would
R&B
put that under
blues.
blues.
That's what they
Yeah,
put it up. Yes.
R&B blues. That's exactly what they'll put it under.
Now
So
you
I would
did
say it's a mixture of both.
a mixture. Okay. Now you have. Let me see. I gotta find it. Okay. You have another song, and we're gonna talk
Mhm.
about this. You redid it. You remade it. It's a Jackie Neal song.
It's Jackie Neal, baby. I love me some Jackie Neal.
Yeah, because I'm from Baton Rouge. You know that's where Jackie Neal is
I
from,
love
down
me
here
some
in
Jackie
Baton
Neal.
Rouge. I say, well,
Mm-hmm.
hold up now. She done remade a Jackie Neal song now.
Jackie Neal. Jackie
Oh,
Neal. They don't get they get Jackie Neal credit, but they don't get Jackie Neal the credit that she deserves. Because at that time
that's
she
right.
was the queen.
The queen of
Before
blues.
she left him, she was the queen. They didn't give her
Everybody,
the credit that she deserved.
exactly. Everybody can have the Southern soul, but she was queen of blues. If they want
She
to say Louisiana blues, it doesn't matter, whatever. But she was the queen of it.
She was the quick. Jackie was, and people don't really understand how in depth Jackie was. Jackie was right there at the break of being up there with a Beyonce and them at that time.
Yes.
She was getting ready to hit that break right there.
Baby,
That,
hit
that,
it.
that that's how deep she was, and people didn't really understand how deep Jackie Neal was. She was the queen of blues at the time, but she was getting
Yes.
ready to make her break because she was right there with Denise LaSalle. She was right there with Shirley and them. She was right there with them, and she was getting ready to make her big break when that
Big
happened to
break.
her.
Big
Mm-hmm.
break, baby. She would
Yep.
have hit it big because she was gonna be traveling. I could have saw her traveling, everything.
Yeah.
Could have been
Yeah.
rocking, whatever she
Really
wanted.
big.
She could have did it. Whatever she wanted.
Really
And
big.
then, everybody think they trend setting with the fringes and the coming out see through. Jackie
Yeah.
did that.
Baby, Jackie did it all. Jackie had a album cover when she was naked.
Did you see
I said,
that cover? Said
Lord.
that. And nobody else done did one like ain't nobody else gonna do you.
Ain't
Denise
nobody did it like her. Ain't
Denise
nobody did it.
did that.
Ain't nobody did it, baby. She had that cover. I said, she naked. I said, Jackie done cut up.
Yeah,
They
the way
cut up.
they did it. Yeah, the way they did it. It was classy the way they
It
kind of
was
did it.
classy.
So
It was
yeah,
tasteful. It was
it
very
was tasteful.
tasteful and classy
Exactly, it was
the way she
tasteful.
did it.
But
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get
And
into this
so,
song. I said,
big Jackie Neal fan.
yes,
I'm a big Jackie Neal
I
fan.
know because you done redid two songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right thing,
Right.
wrong man.
You know what?
And
Right thing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the story about Right Thing Wrong Man.
okay, go ahead.
Um, I got a call from one of Jackie Neal's close friends. She heard me sing one day, and she called me and she said, "Towanna." I said, "Well," she said, "Can you do me a favor?" I said, "What you mean? What you need?" She said, "I need you to do a Jackie Neal song." And at that time, I had never heard of Jackie Neal. Once she told me who Jackie Neal was, I started researching Jackie Neal. And I
Okay.
really started going into detail about who she really was. And so I said, this woman was really heavy.
Oh,
They
yeah.
give this woman her credit. She was heavy. And so I started listening. She said, "Can you?" She said, "You sound a little bit like her. Can you do right thing, wrong man?" And I said, "I don't think I could do that." I said, "Jackie Neal, now Jackie Neal on hit now. I can't do that. I'm just starting to sing and stuff now. Don't put me out
Hello.
there like that."
'Cause if you singing a Jackie Neal song almost like a Whitney Houston, you better hit it.
Baby,
You better hit
I
it.
said, "Y'all messing up." And so one day she called and she said, she put me on the phone. I don't even know who was on the other end. I had no idea who she had me on the other end with. And she said, "Towanna," I said, "Huh?" And she said, "Can you do me a favor?" And I said, "What's that?" And she said, "Sing this for me." And she, because I still didn't know the song. And she said, "Sing this." And I said, "For the last 10 years of my life, I've been trying to be a good woman to make with a wife." And she
Yeah.
said, and so the guy was on the phone. He said, "Can you sing it again?" I said, "Who is this?" And he said, "Just sing a little bit more." And I was like, "Sing a little bit more?" I said, "I just sung that part." He said, "Well, can you sing it again?" I said, "I'm just learning the song." So yeah, sing
Yeah.
it again. I sung it then. For the last 10 years of my life, I've been trying to be a good woman to a man with a wife.
Right. You
And
put
so
your
from that
touch.
point on,
Right.
he said,
And
"Sing the song."
you put your little spin on it, and it's to
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right.
And I put my little spin on it. And that's how I started. And I started just listening to Jackie Neal songs, all of her songs. I just started listening to it and researching her because I only hear her name when it's time for her birthday. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, now they playing some Jackie Neal stuff.
Right.
You know, it's her birthday. And it's like, but they forgotten about Jackie Neal.
And
So
it's
when they heard me, when it first came out, then you heard a lot of people playing Jackie Neal songs. I said, "Y'all should have been playing Jackie Neal songs. Jackie is a
right.
legend. What's wrong with y'all?"
Because I
Jackie
feel
a
like
legend.
it's almost like a Betty Wright song. Find a Jackie
Mm-hmm.
Neal song. Somebody should be
Mm-hmm.
singing more Southern soul and blues artists. If you want to sing a Jackie Neal song.
If you want to sing a Jackie Neal song. And so I sung that
It,
song in Meridian, Mississippi.
okay,
And Tyree was there. He was on the
okay,
side of the stage and I sung the song. And when I sung the song, I walked off. I didn't know what was going on behind me. I walked off. And so I'm going off the stage, and then here come Mr. Sip and Terry Wright, and they pushed me back out there. I said, "What y'all doing?" What
uh-huh,
y'all doing? I said, "Why y'all pushing on me?" So now I'm finna fight. Terry Wright and Mr. Sip pushing on me. I said, "What y'all put? Oh, hell no." I'm finna fight now. What y'all pushing on me? And Terry said, "Turn around." And I turned around. And when I turned around, I looked at Tyree, and Tyree's eyes were red. And so he said, "That turn all the way around." So I turned on Mississippi, said, "Turn all the way around." And I turned all the way around, and I had an encore, and I didn't pay no attention. The whole audience was lit up, and everybody had turned their phones on, and
oh, the light.
the whole audience were lit up.
What?
And Rosemary was there because she was on the other side, and that whole audience, everybody turned their phone lights on. And so
Yeah,
it was lit up out there. And so Mr. Sips said, "Get back out there. That's your encore. Get back out there." And by the time I got back out there to keep singing, I was crying too hard to even do it because I wasn't expecting that. I
yes,
wasn't expecting that. And I just stood there and tears just ran down my face. And Tyree was on the side of the stage. And when I came back off, he gave me this big old hug. And I was like, that's all I needed right there, for a hug from her
right,
nephew. That's
right.
all I needed. That's all
That's
I needed. I didn't even see what was going on because I was out of there. I was done with that
exactly.
song. I was out. I'm gone.
I don't
Baby,
know
they
if people.
turn around.
I don't know if people scared to sing it, but you was bold enough. I say now when
Mm-hmm.
she come on this podcast, I'm gonna ask her because you a
Yeah.
bold as something. You a
I
bold
sing it
as something.
better live than I do, on a track. Because when I sung it live and everybody was like, "Oh, she's singing that," I done cut the music off. I told them, "No,
So you
stop playing, let me sing." I made them
okay?
stop playing. Y'all
So
just
you
stop
say
playing.
it's
I just
better?
sang it.
Yeah, it's better live than
I sing it better
the
live.
music rendition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Than I do on the track. Cause when I had the band to cut it off, I just broke it down. Then I said, "Oh, y'all cut off this music," and I
Oh,
just went for it. I just went on for it. I don't need no
yeah.
music. Come on, I don't
Okay,
need no music. I'm finna sing.
you might have to. Somebody. I need somebody to book her so I can
Yep,
hear this song so she can do it
yep.
live.
I
Put that
I, I cut up
Miss
live.
Rosemary Moore. Put that booking number. Put the
Put
booking
that
number
number
up
up
in
there,
here.
Roll Mary. Yeah, I sing it better live than I do because I am a really big Jackie Hill fan. Really big.
All right.
And I
Put her
listen to her
booking
all the
number.
time. All the
Okay.
time.
All right. Okay, so we finna listen to it's a little more fast, a little more dancing. We finna listen to Back in the Club, which you remade because the original was Down in the
Down in
Club,
the club.
Jackie
Mm-hmm.
Hill. But we're gonna listen to your version and we finna jam a little bit. I like the part when I hope I can play it all the way, but you mentioned, I think that's the only difference. You mentioned a lot of DJ names. And I think
Mm-hmm.
on Jackie I don't think she mentioned DJ's names on
No, she
there.
didn't mention details, names and hers.
Okay. And I liked it that
Yeah.
you added that little touch to it. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Princess Tawanna Murphy back in the club. Let's go.
Back in the club where the DJs play. Back in the club, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the
Where the
DJs
DJs
play.
play.
That's the DJ having me a
Having me a
ball,
ball,
y'all.
y'all.
At my
At my
favorite
favorite joint.
a double shot
Double
of
shot of
Paul,
Paul,
y'all.
y'all.
With
With
strawberries and
strawberries
salt.
and salt.
Cause
Cause
we're
we
back in
back in the
the club
club.
where the
Where
DJ
the
play.
DJs play.
That's the DJ. Back in the
Back in the
club,
club,
yeah.
yeah.
Where the
The
DJ
DJs
play.
play.
That's the DJ. DJ's got me snapping.
Um,
Playing my favorite song. Play me
Play
some
me some
Jeter.
Jeter Jones.
Fever
Fever
Park.
part.
Let's
Let's
slow
slow
roll.
roll.
That's why
That's why
we're
we're
in
back
the
in the club.
club. Where the
Where the
DJ
DJs play.
that's the DJ. Back in
Back
the
in the
club.
club, yeah.
Where the
Where the DJs play.
that's the DJ. My
Hey,
DJ's got me high.
come on, Princess.
Um,
He's talking a lot of stuff. That's why I love my DJs around the world,
Around the
yeah.
world.
Could be
Could
girl
be girls or it
and
could be
boys.
boys. That's why we're back
In
in the
the
club.
club, where the
Where the DJs play.
that's the DJ. Back in
Back
the
in the
club,
club, yeah.
where the
Where the DJs play.
that's the DJ. My
Hey,
DJ's got me dancing. I'm twerking and getting down.
come on, y'all. Throw some hearts
But
up.
I tell you what, at the
At
end
the
of the
end
night,
of the night.
everybody's getting down. That's why we're back in
Back
the
in the club.
club. Where the
Where the
DJ
DJs play.
that's the DJ. Back in
Back
the
in the
club.
club, yeah.
Where the
Where the DJs play.
that's the DJ.
Come on, Princess.
Oh,
Tawana
Oh,
Murphy.
yeah.
go to jail. That's the
Hey.
DJ. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? That's the DJ. Ain't nobody like a Southern soul
Southern Soul
party.
Party. Cause
Southern
the
soul
Southern Soul Party don't
party.
stop.
I said
I
ain't
said ain't
nobody
no party like a trail ride party. Cause the trail ride party don't stop.
this goes out to all my DJs around the world. I know I can't name y'all all, but I can name a few of y'all. DJ Saturday, DJ Just
DJ Just Lee,
DJ King
DJ King
King,
Ken,
DJ
DJ
Trucker,
Trucker,
DJ
DJ
KJ,
KJ,
DJ
DJ
Bell,
Mel,
DJ
DJ
SOJ,
SOJ, DJ Sandell.
JJ Bell, go DJ, go DJ,
where the DJs play.
Woo, that was it. Back in the club.
Back in the
Tawana Murphy.
club.
You did your thing on that one, girl. You did your
Thank
thing, baby girl.
you.
Yes,
Thank
that's a good
you.
jam. That
I
is a
wish
good.
Jackie Neal was still here.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Woulda hopped on it, baby.
Baby, she'd have hopped on it with me.
Woulda hopped on it. That's y'all loving that. Y'all feeling that. Y'all throw some
Mhm.
hearts up. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in and back. You called out a lot of DJs names. Salute to all the DJs. Y'all make sure
Mhm.
y'all put that in rotation back in the club. Tawana Murphy. Y'all put that into rotations if y'all listening. Follow and also follow Miss Tawana Murphy on everything we talked about. We're not finished. I got a few more things I want to ask her. Follow her on her Facebook page, which is her name, Tawana Murphy. And also follow me on my Facebook page, Queen Kim, my Instagram, Queen Kim 100, and my YouTube, Queen Kim 100. And Tawana Murphy, what is your Instagram and your YouTube?
So, Tawana Murphy.
There's Tawana Murphy.
You look up Tawana Murphy, it's gonna come right up.
She verified. She got
Right.
a check.
I don't remember the handles of Tawana Murphy.
All right. Oh, and okay, so we're gonna talk about you are running for a seat,
Hmm.
District 3. Uh,
Hmm.
let's talk about why you decided to run for a seat position.
I'm running for the seat because change starts with us, and change starts now. I am running because I am tired of police brutality. I am tired of our kids not being educated. I am tired of our people sleeping in the streets, living in poverty. I am tired of people taking advantage of us. Many people that we vote into those seats, they get in those seats and then they sell us. That is why we're having so much problems here now, because the people that we elected are not doing their job. They are not
Okay.
the people that we thought they were going to be when they ran for the seat. And now that they're in the seats, they have not changed anything. All they doing is playing musical chairs. Our people have lost their way. And in Memphis, they've lost hope in the people that represent us. And I'm trying to give them back that hope. They know me already. They know I fight. They know I mean business. And they know I'm not going to sell them out because I'm always on the ground floor running. I'm always on the ground floor doing something for them or solving issues that our city officials can't solve for them. I'm the one out there saying, "Hey, we need to change this. Let me find out who I need to talk to." Because
Okay.
sometimes if they don't have our people don't have a voice. Let me just put it that way. They don't have a voice. If they were to go down there and make their demands won't be heard. So they'll come back to somebody like me that they trust and they'll say, Tawana, I went down there and they weren't listening to me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I go back down there and I present what they presented, and then I make a difference in what's going on. Like a few months ago, I went to the county commissioners board and they were getting ready to consolidate Shelby County in Memphis, Tennessee. If we consolidate Shelby County in Memphis, Tennessee, because in Memphis we have our own government. So if you consolidate them, guess what happens? That takes our voice away.
Oh wow.
That takes our voting rights away because Nashville controls everything if we consolidate. And so that takes away our city mayor, that takes away our city council, that takes away our MLGNW, that takes away our school systems, in which we already lost them to the charter. So we have lost a lot in our city, and I'm trying to help us get it back. So with the consolidation of Memphis, Tennessee, and Shelby County, that would have taken all of our rights away. And so I went down there and fought for it. And every time they put it on the table, I went right back down there. And so the very last time I went down there, Memphis Memphis alone, the city of Memphis, Tennessee, we have 800,000 people in our city. 750,000 of those people are African American minority. So we're
Okay.
70% black. And we're still controlled by a white government
Now
because of us.
that's not adding up.
It's not adding up because of us. We we mess it up. And
Right.
so I'm running for City Council District 3 to make change, to make sure certain bills and certain things that's on the docket don't get passed, that our people are being taken advantage of. You know, I see kids sleeping on the streets with their mamas under bridges. I feed the homeless all the time, so I see them. I go down there and I take them food, I take them blankets and coats and things of that nature because the system has failed us and they have failed our people. And the people that sit in those seats, they don't care. Whoever's
Mm,
paying them under the table, they take that money and they sell our people out, leaving our people homeless. Like now, our rent here is 3 times as much as it should be. A lot of people can't even afford the rent. How they've
wow.
raised it 3 times the rent, and so that's causing our people to move out and be in the street because they can't afford it. And
Wow.
so we have foreigners coming in from all over the world buying up our property and then charging African American families, single women, 3 times the rent
Oh my God.
because they're allowing them to come in. So I'm running for city council to stop that from happening, to continue to happen, because they got to go to them first. They the ones got to approve it. We got to vote. We got to look at those dockets and see what they're doing and see what we're bringing in, if it's going to benefit. So my job is, if I get elected, is to see what's going to benefit our people and what's not going to benefit our people. If it's going to
Okay.
benefit us, then I'm going to vote for it. But if it's not, then I'm going to shoot it down.
Okay.
Because, and no, I don't care how much money you offer me, because all money ain't good money if I'm selling my people out. It ain't good money to me. And so right now I'm fighting for our residents in Whitehaven, where they're trying to put a whole warehouse in a residential area. And so I've been to several meetings with them fighting for that, for them to stop doing it. It's not going to pass, but it's the mere fact that they're trying to do it to our people. And so that's one of my fights that I've been fighting. And early today, when I told you, when I sent you the email early today, we're fighting
Right.
for them, this waste that they got, this oil waste, this fossil waste that they send it through the black community. They're trying to take it from the black community to another one, but it's causing people to get sick and get cancer. And
Mm,
so that's another fight that I'm fighting. There's many people that got cancer from that fossil fuel that they got that over in our city in Whitehaven. So they're going to travel it through Oak Haven, Whitehaven, through the side that I'm running for. And that causes, and if it comes out of those trucks and gets into the air, people can get cancer, they can get sick. And so
where
we're trying to
most
figure
black
out
people
how,
live.
yeah. So we're trying to figure out how to maneuver that around so that those that stuff that comes out of them trucks don't, get our people sick, get our kids sick. So it's a whole lot of stuff that I'm fighting for right now in this city.
It's
And
a
so that
lot.
is why it's a lot. It's a lot. And then police brutality and the crime and violence in our cities. We got 17, 15, 16, 17-year-olds stealing cars, shooting up people, robbing people. This is what we're dealing with right now. And we're dealing with it because we're not setting things in place to change the way we move in our city. We have no summer jobs for our kids. We have no, they have, we got maybe 2 or 3, I would say, that's really open to them kids to have something positive to do. If we can bring those kids in and show them that there's a better way, then maybe we can change this. But we don't have enough people to do it. And so they respect me for who I am. They respect me because I go in the hood. I don't care what they do. I go in the hood. They tell anybody, don't you go on Orange Mountain to one Orange Mountain bag. I go to Orange Mountain, sit on the corner, get me a pizza from the corner
Yeah,
store, and
they
get,
don't know who they're dealing with.
they know they dealing with, and give me a beer and sit on the corner with them and eat pizza and talk crap. I do it all the time in Orange Mountain. I go down there and show out at Orange Mountain. They say, what you doing down here? I'm down here with y'all. What y'all doing?
Right.
And so that's the kind of person I am. They like, you ain't supposed to be down here. You don't fit in. I said, I fit in anywhere I want to. Y'all don't tell me what to do down here, Orange Mountain. I walk through Orange Mountain like I own it.
Yes,
but
indeed.
but they know me because they see me on a regular basis helping out, feeding the homeless. Like
Right.
tomorrow, I gotta go feed the homeless, and we have cars, and people come pick up boxes of food from us tomorrow. Once a month, I do it on a bigger scale, and I help out other businesses that's feeding the homeless. So I go out there and I volunteer. So tomorrow morning, that's what I'll be doing in the morning, is volunteering to feed the homeless, and we give them big old buckets of food. We give them bananas and oranges and chicken. We give them a whole lot of
Yeah.
food in the basket once a month, and we go to different locations once a month, and that's what I'll be doing in the morning.
Oh, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And they like that one-on-one. They like
Mm-hmm.
know, you are here, you feeling them, you compassionate,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for them, you know.
Yeah.
That's important. Somebody really they're thinking like this person really compassionate about our needs,
Mm-hmm.
our what things that we need, and that's
Yeah.
important.
It's important, and I show them on an everyday basis. This is, some people, they only do it when it comes around to election time because they want to be elected. I've been doing this for about 10 years. This has been an ongoing work for me for the
Yes.
last 10 years. 10 years, I go out there in a minute. I go out there and fight in a minute. I will fight. I
Yes.
know I'll fight.
You you put them
I
hands
will
up.
fight. Baby, I'll give them hands. I will get in it, baby, in a minute.
Now
In
this
a
the kind of
minute.
girl, this the kind of girl woman y'all wanna vote for. Y'all wanna put her. Somebody gonna
Baby,
get don't
they
mind getting
threw
out
me,
there.
Queen, they done threw my butt out of doggone city hall one day. Threw my butt out of city hall for clowning. And told me I couldn't come back the rest of the day. I
Clowning.
went to my car and changed my wigs. Went right back in there.
You was clowning.
I
Look,
went and
look,
changed my wigs and went back
Miss
in there.
Miss Rosemary said no, no, no fighting. No fighting.
I went there, changed my wigs, and went
You
back
had to
in there. And
you put
then I changed my wig and went back. Oh, you gonna put me out? Okay. I went there to the car,
and then
changed my wig,
you switched up on them. They
and
ain't
went
know.
right back in there.
They ain't know. You
Until
put
he figured out that was me. And then Berlin boy said, Towanna, I know that's you. Get it out. I said, oh, damn.
my God. Yes, indeed, baby. You baby switched the wig. It
I
worked
switched the
every
wig.
time.
He didn't know who I was at first. I had sat there a good 30 minutes before he realized. He said, Towanna, get out. I said, oh, damn.
But you met some important people. I seen you with Dawn Lemon, uh
Mm-hmm.
activists. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even activists. Did you? Was it? NAACP.
NAACP. Yeah,
Who?
Van Turner.
Okay, all
He's the
right.
president. He's the
He's
president of NAACP.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Don Lemons, I've had the privilege to sit down and talk for hours with not Naomi, Naomi Judd before she died.
Okay.
And 2 months before she died, we were in DC and we sat in the lobby and we just talked and she just shared so much. Beautiful woman. She's just a
Yeah.
beautiful woman. So 2 months later, when I found out that she had committed suicide, I was thrown because it was like we had a good talk. Me, her, Jody Watley. I mean, we
Yeah.
were just talking. Roberta Flack. I just had the opportunity to grace the stage or even to grace their presence, and it was an honor for me. I was just outdone, and I'm looking at them like they these big people. To me, they legends to me, and they
Right.
looking at me like I'm a legend. I'm like, where y'all do that at?
And you just sitting there like fitting on in,
Right, I
fitting on
fit in,
in.
but it was the mere fact that they kind of looked at me like I was a legend. I'm looking at them like, wait a minute, I ain't got nearly as much accomplishments as y'all got. I'm just getting started. Y'all
Right.
all the way up there. Y'all are Grammy winners and all kind of stuff.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
y'all are legends. Jody Wiley is a legend.
But speaking
Naomi
of
is
that,
a huh?
speaking of awards, you are a Stella nominated.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, how did you come about? It was for a TV, for the
No,
TV
my,
host,
my radio station. My radio
your
station
radio
was nominated
station.
for a Stella Award. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on that
Nominated for a Stella
nomination.
Award.
That's still good. I mean, anytime you get nominated for anything, it's an absolutely blessing. You
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
Uh, Tell me, is there any awards that you actually received?
I received the Stone Award
Okay.
for first Black female station owner in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
I received the MTNZ Award for philanthropist, activist, and humanitarian. Um, what else I received? I don't know. It's a lot of.
Okay.
It's about three, four more, and I can't remember them all. But I am honored that they even just decided to choose me. I had a Shero Award. I was presented with the Shero Award for what I do in the community with feeding the homeless and my what I do with women in domestic violence. So they gave me a
Okay.
Shero Award for that one. Um, but I'm just grateful for them even considering me, even thinking about me. To say, hey, this
Yeah.
girl's doing a lot in the community. You know, we got to honor her in some kind of way. And so
Right.
I'm just grateful for that. I like music. I like singing. Singing is a new adventure for me, but I like doing it. And it's like, hey,
You're
I'll sing.
doing
Come on, let's
so
do it.
much more. Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're doing a lot. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, like you
and
said, with the domestic violence, and also, is it a kidney
Kidney
foundation?
Foundation. Yes,
It
yes,
is
Kidney
kidney.
Foundation. I got into Kidney Foundation when I first got into nursing, and I just had been in there for a long time in autism program because my daughter's autistic, so I do a lot with the autism program.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I just want you to inspire people. That's why we're talking. I'm mentioning everything you do, just to inspire people. Whatever you want to do, don't think it's too much, too
Mhm.
little. Just do it. If it's something you love, do it. And I
Yeah.
want y'all to be inspired by Miss Tawana Murphy on her journey, her music, everything that she does. And we also, before we go, wish you much success on that running for the election, District 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
I just say one thing I always ask people when God takes me and He decided it's my time to leave here, He'll say, "Job well done," because I've helped so many people and I still do
yes,
it. Because if you can help one person, you've done a good job. If you can help one, and so I try to help as many people as I can. So when it's my time and when God get ready to take me, I've done everything. I've done
yes,
anything I can, everything that He has asked me to do. Because most people would come and they would say, you got to go to church. I go to church. But tithing is not money. Tithing is what you do for your people. Tithing is
yeah,
when you get out there and you help your homeless and you see people in need and you help them. That's tithing. Of course, people pay their 10% because I still pay my 10%, but I also know that tithing is when you give back to the
that
people and
work.
you give back to your community. That's tithing. That's tithing. And so I'm not arrogant. I'm not funny acting. I don't change on nobody. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. I'm just as crazy as a roll lizard, as they would say. Roll is crazy.
You making sure how they coming, you coming harder.
I'm coming harder. You
That's
coming,
it.
I'm coming harder.
That's it.
Hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep. And so
And
you
one
get
more,
people like that, but there's the other side is the negative side where people coming at me, bashing me. I don't care about that. I don't care about
right,
that because at the end of the day, I've done my job. At the end
right.
of the day, whatever you say about me, they talked about, my mom always told me they talked about Jesus Christ. So if they
Yeah,
talk about Jesus Christ, what makes you so different?
exactly. Right. Because you got
If
that beautiful blonde hair. What makes I say what makes you so special? Because you got that
what
beautiful.
makes you so special?
I'm gonna
Right. What
try
makes
that
you so
blonde.
special?
Girl, I'm gonna try that
Exactly.
blonde.
You gonna look cute in it. You gotta try. Yes.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
try that,
try.
baby. Because
I
you
bet
is
you gonna look
winning.
cute too. I bet you it's gonna be banging. It's gonna be banging too, Queen. I'm telling you.
That's right, baby. Because I saw you swinging it on the stage. It was something you was doing. You look like you be
Oh,
swinging
I opened up for Sir Charles. That's that time I opened up for Sir Charles.
it. Okay, all right.
Yep, I opened up
Uh-huh.
for Sir Charles in West Helena, Arkansas.
Baby was swinging like Beyonce.
Baby, I glued that wig down too. I was like, bam, bam, bam.
Exactly. Now, if y'all want to see it, y'all book her. How y'all like that?
Because I'm gonna give a show. I'm gonna definitely give a show.
Exactly. That's what I want. I want them to book you so I can come run see you.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all bring me on down to Louisiana.
That's right. Uh-huh. I gotta yeah, we gotta promote in here, Miss Anissa, one of the baddest Anissa Ward in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had All Love All was in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Jabo, Prince of
Oh,
Texas.
that's my baby. Tell Jabbo I love you, Jabbo.
Yeah, Jabo. I don't
That's
know if
my
he's still
baby.
in here. But Southern Soul, we're gonna get off for a minute. Southern Soul, how have they been treating you in the industry? It can be a little difficult.
It is.
Uh,
It is very difficult for me. It is.
it's
It is.
hard.
But I don't sweat it. I don't get angry about it. It is. I always say when it's my opportunity and it's my time, God is gonna open the door. Can't nobody close it
Right.
when it's my time. But Southern Soul has been rough on a sister.
Been rough on it. That's all right.
They've been rough on a sister, but I just still been like, okay, I'm just gonna stand still and wait because
Yeah.
I noticed that we have a lot of Southern Soul artists that will do things to undergird you, and I watched them do that a lot of times. I watched a lot of sisters undergird a lot of sisters,
Yes.
with taking gigs from them and doing all kind of stuff and
And
arguing, fighting
unnecessary.
unnecessary
See,
foolishness that I see them do. And so I've just been quiet and just standing back in the cut, like, let me just wait till my time because I'm not going to
right.
get in that mess. I won't stand back and stay out of it. And so I just do my music and I stay out of it because Southern Soul, like I said, is they crabby. They crabby. I just stay away from it. And I
Right.
try to just stay in my own lane. And like I told them, I said, when it's my time, y'all can't stop it. when it's when
Won't be
it's
able to
time for me
stop.
to get out there, you can't stop it. So I just wait till my time because everybody has a season.
Yes.
Everybody has a time, everybody has a season. And if your season hasn't come out already and you have kicked everybody out and booted everybody out, that doesn't mean your season's still coming because you got a show. That don't mean your season is here. Because
Right.
you can still do it. I see a lot of people do a lot of shows and it's still not their season.
It's still
You're
not their
knocking
season.
people down. Right. You're
Right.
knocking people down and it's still not your season. God will give somebody like me the opportunity to give me my season. I said, my season is coming. And so even with the music that I have now that I got coming out, I've been doing it for a minute now. And like I said, when it's my season, can't nobody stop it. So I just sit back and wait for my turn.
All right.
And I just keep
Jabo
working.
Jabo say he loves you more.
Yay. Yay. I love Jumbo.
So we're looking for more music from you, Princess.
Yes, I've written a lot of music. A
Okay.
lot of it.
Y'all be watching. Y'all go to, like I say, go to her page. Y'all got to stay tuned to her page to see anything because she's been sharing her new music.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and go listen to it, download it. Yes. Be watching for any events she's going to be coming. Yes. What you got?
It's one that I did, and I don't even think you heard it. And,
It's
and
a
you know
new
what?
one. Yeah. I want you to mention it. It is a new one, huh?
Can't say no. And that's actually a Natalie Cole remake.
What it is.
Can't say no if he asks me.
And and also you got another one too. Girl, something about get out. Wait.
Get out my house.
So
Get out,
now
baby. I kicked him all the way out. Get out of my
that
house.
sounds like a blues song. What you want me to
Yep.
play? You want me to play a little snippet?
You can play a snippet.
Play a little snippet. Uh, before we get leave, uh, what do supporters? Who has been supporting Towanna Murphy on her journey? I want you to thank people before we play the music on your journey, all of your journey.
um, Rosemary Moore has been supporting me on my journey. Tony Morrow, those are my managers, and they've been with me for 8 years on the ground running. So they've been with me through my ups, my downs, my in betweens. They've been with me when I was homeless and I was sleeping in my car. They've been
Yeah,
with me. They have uh, been with me when I wanted to try to commit suicide. They were there. So
yeah,
those are my sisters. Not they're just not my managers, they are my sisters. And they have kept me inspired. And even when I feel like I want to go the other way, they be like, no, you ain't doing this, girl. Not today, you not. And my mom is my biggest supporter.
oh wow.
Um, she had a double massive stroke and they gave her 8 months to live. And I go
Oh,
see her 4 times a week. And so she's my biggest
bless her
supporter. So
soul.
I go and I'm getting teary eyed now when you said thank folks. Here I
Oh
go.
yeah, right.
And I go 4 days a week and I sing in my mom's ear and I let her know that I love her because she's my biggest supporter. Biggest
Oh,
biggest
that's
supporter.
beautiful.
And Miss Deborah C. and Miss Carol, they all keep me encouraged with everything that I'm going through. And
Right.
it's hard now because my mom does have 8 months to live and I just spend that time with her as much as I can. But
Okay.
that was she's my rock. She's my everything.
Oh,
My mom is my everything. And
yes.
I see now when you ask me to do that, now here I go crying.
Got the
But she,
princess. Oh,
yeah, but my mom is everything to me.
yes.
And if people, you just don't take advantage of your mama. You only have
Right.
one mama,
Right.
and when she gone, you have none.
None.
And
None.
she fighting for her life, and she's just my rock. She's my
Yes.
everything. And when I started music, my mama was the one to say, "You can do it," and I'm like, "No, mama." My mama got every song I did,
Oh,
every one. She would listen to it day, every
oh,
day. And even where she's at, she can't talk, she can't walk, she can't do anything. But I put the headphones on her ear because
okay.
and I put my songs in her ear, and that's what she listens to every day. She
Oh,
was
that's so sweet.
numb on her right side. And when I went in there the other day and I put the song in her ear, and she kicked her whole right leg. And I said, "Well, okay, lady."
Right now.
And so those have been my support. My kids, my son, my daughter's autistic, but baby, she know the songs.
Oh,
She
yeah.
baby, she know the songs.
Yeah.
And she gets sick a lot, but she knows all her songs. And when I hear them singing my songs around the house, that says, okay, mommy doing something. Except songs they should be hearing.
Okay.
Except the one they should be hearing. But they do. And my kids are my biggest supporters. My kids and my mom and Tony and Rosemary and Deborah and Carol. Um, those that's my rock. Those are my rocks. Uh,
Okay. All right.
wait. I forget somebody. Victoria and Danielle, and those are my hood sisters because they cuss me out every
You
time
got
they
to have
see me
the hood
slipping.
sisters.
Right,
You got to have the hood
Danielle and Victoria is my hood sisters. They will cuss me out in a minute, like, come back here, Negro. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that's
we're
the
gonna
support team. Yeah,
right.
that's my support team. So you had said that, and I had to say my mama. Lord, I say my mama. I tried
We're
to
gonna
get around that one, but
no,
I,
oh goodness. You couldn't. You couldn't. We're just gonna
I
keep her in
couldn't.
our prayers. But I think it's just beautiful, sing, sing. She probably wanna, yeah, hear your music. Yeah, I love
Hmm.
that. I love it.
She's
She
my
like you
biggest
say,
fan.
she can hear it. Yeah. She
Hmm.
can
She
hear
can hear it, and she asked me to sing. That's the reason why I sung "Can't Say No" by
okay.
Natalie Cole. My mama asked me to sing that.
Sing
She
it.
said, "You need to record Can't Say No," and
Well,
I
we
did
gonna
that for my mom.
and
I
what's her
did
name? And
Hattie
what's
Ratliff.
oh
My mom named Hattie Ratliff, but the song that I did that my mom loved and she wanted me to record is "Can't Say No." My
yeah.
mama listened to "Can't Say No." She listened to "Get Out of My House."
Oh
She
Lord.
loved "Right Thing, Wrong Man." I
Uh-oh.
don't like her singing "Who Catty Kissing" before she got sick. It's like, no, mom, don't sing that
Oh,
one.
mama can't sing that one.
Don't sing that one.
You can't
And the
sing that
funny thing is, and she would listen to because she'll listen to Jackie Neal. My mom would
one.
before she got
Okay.
sick, she listened to Jackie Neal. Her favorite song with Jackie Neal was "Right Thing, Wrong Man," and
Okay.
for some reason she liked OB song.
What?
uh
Which one?
uh uh what the song he sung. I'm trying. I'm a freaky man. I said, "Mom, what you doing? Listen to that song." What I say? One day she was
Uh-huh.
singing that song. I said, "Mom, what
Okay.
you sing
I'm gonna
that
have to hear
song?"
that one.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
that
one.
one. I'm gonna have to
Yep.
hear that one. Okay,
Oh,
well
you ain't
let's
never
see
heard
what
about OB? My mama loved that song. And I
yeah.
came in there one day to fix her something to eat because I would prepare her 3 meals 3 times a day. And I go in there and get her song. And she was in the bathroom one day and she said, Tawanna. I said, what? She said, I'm ready to get out the shower. I said, okay, I'm gonna come get you out. So I walk in there to get out. She said, I'm a freaking man. Hear what I say? Mama, what the mama? And then she went to Tyrone Davis. You can see my drawers. I said, Mama, what you listen
What the
to?
song? What it was?
Tyrone, show wasn't me.
Baby, that's the
So
song.
that's the song. My mama loved that song. She loved that one. And that's what the song was. Face Down by OB. My mama loved that song for some reason.
Baby, that old BB tearing that up.
Face
Child.
Down. Those are my mama's songs. Face Down. Uh and Show wasn't me. She liked all my songs. She liked Jackie Neal's song. It's one
Uh-huh.
song that she liked by Karen Wolf. and I forgot which one it was. It's one that she liked by Karen Wolf. That Karen Wolf sings.
It's probably
Um,
that. Ooh, what's the name of it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Wait.
I know, and I can say it, but it's like, hey, but she loved that song by Karen Wolf.
You ain't woman enough to take my
You ain't
man.
want enough to take my man. That's my mama one.
Yeah.
And then she loved Terry Rice song. It's a few that she likes. Terry Rice
Uh-huh.
song. She liked that one. She liked the one, not the what was that one that Terry Rice sung that my mom liked? Two Steps Behind You.
Okay.
Terry Rice got a song called Two Steps Behind You.
I'm gonna have to
You
hear
know,
that
every
one.
time you get up and leave, I was two steps behind you. That's what the song said.
I know I heard it, but I'm gonna have to make sure
Uh-huh.
I go hear that one. Okay,
Yep,
well let's
that
check
one.
out.
And
Let's
Jim
check out.
Jones.
Can't say no if he asks me.
That's my mama's song.
That's a remake, huh?
We
This is
make Natalie Cole, the late great Natalie
Nelly
Cole.
Cole. We're gonna hear a little bit of it.
If he asks me to walk 1,000 miles just to be where you are, I can't say no. If he asks
That's
me,
that good old song.
Mm-hmm.
if I had a dime, it's yours as well as mine. I'll keep the penny, you know I would, and gladly give you the night. I can't say no if he asks me. If he called me tonight and said, get up, pack your bags, let's go away. I don't even care what my mama, what my friends may have to say. 'Cause I can't say no if he asks me. Oh, no. You're so beautiful to me, babe. So beautiful to me, babe. Oh, you mean everything to me, yeah. It's a no, baby, no. If he asks me, sometimes you make me so angry.
Ooh,
I walk around
you right about that. Can't say no if
Can't
he
say
asks.
no if he asks me.
You know sometimes that's real. That's real
Well, that's
right
real.
there.
That's real. Sometimes you be in love with that man and you be like, anything he say is yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Be
That's how we
mad
are as
first.
women.
You be
Yes.
mad first and then all right.
All right, come on. All right. All right. No matter how mad I get, it's like, all right. Okay. Okay.
Now Get Out is a totally new song. This is yours.
That's mine. I wrote it.
That's you wrote this one. We're
I
gonna hear a
wrote
little
that one. I wrote Who Caddy's Kissing.
bit. Uh-huh.
I wrote Get Out of My House. There's a few of them that I wrote. It's a
Okay.
few that I wrote. That's on
Set it
that whole. I wrote Set It Out.
out. Okay.
That's nasty. You can't play that one.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna listen to that. Okay, in the earpiece.
Set It
All
Out
right.
nasty.
Now this is a
Queen, that
song
one nasty.
that was girl, now how you gonna get picked on the District 3? They can't put that one there. You might have to take that one off.
Girl, music is music. Music is music. Do you look if we get Donald Trump as the president, come on.
You're right.
Ain't no
We can
song
take
gonna stop the president from stop me from getting a seat with you know what I learned
that.
about people, Queen? I learned
Uh-huh.
about what I learned about people is this: people want people that's real.
Right.
They don't want people in there that's fake. They don't want nobody in no seat
Oh,
that hasn't done anything or don't know what it is to hold a seat, that doesn't know what it means to be homeless, that don't know what it means to be
yes.
down and out. Don't know. They want somebody that's been real in them
Real.
seats, that can be real with themselves and real with what they've been through. That's what these people. That's what the people are looking for. They so sick and tired of these fake folks. They
Yes.
tired.
So when
We got
people
people
come,
in there that don't know what it means to be homeless. They don't know
right,
what it means not to have nothing. They don't know what they scared to even walk through Orange Mound. They scared to walk the streets, but we vote them in. They vote them in. but they scared. The one thing about the people here is they know my story.
Okay.
I've always been honest with them from day one, and whatever they've asked me, I've answered it truthfully. If it happened, I tell them that it happened. If it didn't happen, it's like, no, that didn't happen. But this did happen, and
Yeah.
so they know my journey. They know what I've been through. And a lot of them have been with me through my homeless journey, through times where I lost it all and built it back up. They've been through it with me when my husband was abusive. They've been through a lot with me, and they've seen me. They've seen my progress and how I just kept fighting through whatever I was going through. I just kept fighting and kept fighting. So I tell people all the time, you don't know my story. You see the outside, but you don't know my story. You don't know my story. You don't know how I got here. And I even share, with them because it's public records. I even share with them time I was raped. And I just let them know that, there's a story behind me. You
Yes.
know, I just didn't get here. I worked here. I worked to get here, and so they
It's a big
know
difference.
it's a big difference.
Difference. You
So
got
when
it out.
people,
I always tell people, I got it out the mud. Ain't
mhm,
nobody
I
gave
cannot,
me nothing. I got
right,
out the mud.
I got out the mud. Nobody's handing me nothing.
Right.
Nobody's handing me nothing. I'm not sleeping for nothing.
Right.
It 9 times out of 10, I'm with my kids. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
not out working, my kids get my time.
Yes.
We eat pizzas, we make pizzas, we make cookies. I mean, I spend a lot of time with my kids. I don't go out to clubs. Only time I go out to a club is if
Right.
I got a host or I'm singing or somebody having a birthday party or something. But that's the only time you'll see me. They don't see me in clubs. They don't see me do any of that, because the picture that people painted of me or that people have painted of me is not the picture.
Okay.
That's it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not the picture, it's
Right.
not true. And so, but the people that really know me know my story. Like that girl ain't going nowhere. She ain't leaving that house. If she ain't getting books, she ain't leaving that house.
What you
I'm a
say?
homebody.
She ain't biting on nothing. She in the house. she
She ain't buying no nothing. She in the house. They call me, what you doing? I'm in the house. Where y'all at? Oh, we at the club. You coming? Y'all know I ain't come down there. If it ain't no birthday party, I ain't hosting her on the show. They don't see me.
right.
I'm with my kid. I'm a real mother. I spend real time with my kids. I'm not the type of mother where they barely see me. My kids see me. They see me so much they won't kick me out the house.
Say when you
One day,
leaving?
my daughter, she autistic. Yeah, one day my daughter got my coat and said, "Ma," I said, "What? Time to go. Time to go." I said, "She put
Baby,
me out. Time to go." Then gave me my coat,
girl,
kicked me out my own house.
baby, it's time to go. What you say?
Baby, she said, "Time to go." And she's 25. But we trained her to be in the house by herself. But she with my son sometimes when I let them do it. But we trained her. And
Okay,
so she got sick of me one day because I kept getting on her nerves. She went and got my coat and said, "Here you go, mom, time to go."
baby. Yeah, I have a my son is 31 and he's a developmental delay.
Okay.
Uh yeah, but he look like a normal person, but he does have a on a lower learning level. He's
Mhm.
31. Yeah, learning level. But I just thank God
Yes.
he able to stay by himself in the home
Yep.
if I have to go somewhere and do something.
Mhm.
I am thankful for that. Yeah.
Thankful. I'm thankful. And it took
Yeah.
me 5 years to train my daughter. Me and the social workers were training her. We
Okay.
trained her. We trained her. The very first time they had me to leave my house, it was for 30 minutes and I had a fit. I
Baby.
sat around that corner and I kept saying, "Can I go? Can I go to that?" They're like, "No, look at her through the camera." So I had to keep looking at her through the camera like she ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. She said, "Okay." And so then the next time we did it, it was for an hour. Oh, I thought I was gonna die that whole hour. Like, oh, my baby in this house by herself for an hour. Oh, shit. So I kept trying to drive her. She said, "Don't you drive around that corner. Don't you drive around that corner. You can see her through the camera." Because I got cameras through my house so I can see. And she was
Yes.
like, "You can see her through that camera. You can talk to her through that camera. Don't you go to that house."
Right.
Baby, I had a fit.
Oh,
But
I
the more I did it, the easier it got for me. So
okay.
the more me and the social workers work with her, the easier it got for us. And my baby, everybody love my daughter. She autistic, but everybody love her. Cause she'll cuss you out in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I just
Oh,
love
she got
that.
that
I
cussing
love that.
spirit.
I hope
She got
somebody
that.
inspiring, yeah, inspiring people. Yeah, that's a beautiful
Mhm.
story. I love
I,
that.
I
Yeah.
love my babies. My babies are my
Teaching
life.
how
They
to
are my
work with
world.
art. Yeah. See, I
Yeah, and
never
I
would have
work with.
known.
Yeah, if I'll tell you, but because they such a part of my life, and my kids is just my everything. I bring them up. Oh, everything I do, even the interviews, I bring them up because
Okay.
that's me. My kids are my everything. Like that
Okay.
one behind you that you hear that's in my office that's finna get it. Get
Yeah.
out.
Must be we
That's my
must be
son,
talking too long.
the baby. And guess what? And then when I get off the Queen, they don't be studying me.
Oh
they don't be,
yeah, that's it.
they don't
That's
be
it.
studying me when I'm off. But
Mine's
when I'm
actually
on, oh, when I get off, they don't pay me no attention. They go in their rooms and close the door. Like, but y'all was all up in my business just a few minutes ago. But that,
but look, he didn't say it this way, but I'm being funny. He say, you're doing your little interview today. Look, no, he didn't say that little, but I was just being funny with that. You know how people be saying,
I
you
ain't
got
say
your
little.
little job, you're
Y'all
doing your
did
little
right. This, this ain't no little interview. This is a big interview. And I'm
uh-huh.
enjoying the interview. I'm having fun. I mean, and just for you to say, your son had developmental delays and my daughter's autistic. I share stuff on my page about my kids all the time, especially when they do something stupid. I always share what they do, and it's like, why you do that? That was dumb. Like my daughter the other day, I said Muffin because her nickname is Muff, and I said Muff, get Ethan up for school. Go wake him up. She go in there and say, Ethan. Mom say, get your ass up. I
Now,
said,
hey,
I didn't
dang,
say that. I didn't say that. I told you. She said, get your ass up right now. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
yes, indeed. Go ahead, Muff. What they
Baby,
say to
Muff
call
is
him Muff?
something else.
Go ahead, Muff.
She is something else. But those are my babies. Those are my babies, and I wouldn't change them for the world.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. I think we got everything. We know where your Instagram,
Mhm.
Towanna Murphy, everything are supporters. Uh, let's see. We got the booking number. Uh, Miss Rosemary put it in there. Got the booking number, and y'all log on and follow her on Tawana Murphy. We're gonna be hearing more from you, much
Yay.
more. This won't be the end, and I think I'm gonna invite you back later. Oh,
Yes. And y'all follow Queen Kim too. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all follow her. Y'all
yeah,
follow Queen Kim.
that's right. You get your followers. Follow the queen.
Yeah. You know what? Congratulations too, because I heard you ZBT award winner.
Yeah, it was a nomination, but I'm happy for the nomination,
Oh, you
baby.
nomination. That's all right. Well, we're gonna claim a win then this time.
Baby, yes. And then I got another one coming up. Yeah, it's a Southern Soul, North Louisiana Southern Soul nomination.
Okay.
I want, yeah, that one too. I'm gonna be hosting that one too, along with
Yay.
another host. But all kind of stuff. I'm
See?
looking to do some. I'm looking to do some things. Maybe me and you can do some things. That's all right. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We're gonna
Yeah,
make it.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm warning you now. I'm crazy as a roller.
You loud and crazy, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
We both gonna be loud and crazy.
Loud and crazy, loud and crazy. Sometimes my managers be like, oh Lord, what this
That's
girl's
right.
gonna do.
Anybody want to book us? We do.
Right.
We gonna double team. Yeah, we
But
do
we
a
gonna
double
tell them
team.
because I will act a fool, act a fool.
Baby, I'll put on
Baby,
characters. I'll clown in a minute.
always. Baby, I'm gonna tell you one thing, Queen, I did at who was that? Who was that? Me and Bev Johnson was hosting that show one year. And
Yeah,
Rosemary couldn't believe I did it. Baby, I'd have made my own red bottoms and wore them on the
baby.
stage. I, I'd have stole my mama's shoes with the big flower on the front.
And you the
And I
painted.
wore,
You
yeah,
painted.
paying for the red.
That's what you gotta do, baby. That's
I
entertainment at
still
its
got
best.
the shoes right now, baby. My mama was looking for them shoes for church one Sunday.
You,
She said,
you
"You
your
see
mama
my shoes with the flowers?
give your mama her shoes, babe. This don't make no
But they
sense.
red bottoms now, baby, because I didn't painted them bad babies. They is red bottoms, and I wore them on the stage. And the funny thing is, so I was talking about the red bottoms. I was like, "Oh, my ladies got your red bottoms, y'all. Come on, stun for me." I said, "Y'all see my red bottoms?" They say, yeah. I said, there's one rule to these red bottoms. Do not stand in water for
Don't
about
tell me.
5 minutes. Don't stand in water or fingernail polish removal.
It don't work. It don't work.
Because the paint gonna come on off.
It's all over. It's all
Red
over.
bottoms for only $1.99.
Girl, we gonna get you some red bottoms.
Baby, my mama done cussed me out about them shoes. That was her favorite Sunday shoes.
Yeah, her favorite Sunday shoes, girl, at that.
Baby, they red. I done painted them red. But I got my own red bottoms.
Yes, indeed, baby. If y'all need a host, Towanna
Baby,
Murray.
she replies right. Queen, she replies right. Spit her drink across the table. Her,
Yes.
when she seen them shoes, she spit her drink across the table. She said, I hate Towanna. I hate you. She
Girl,
replies, I hate you.
and you know I'm calling you the artist, but I see why I was calling you mistake because y'all almost resemble. That's why I said, now why did I call you this lady name? And I mistakenly called your last name, but it's almost like y'all resemble a little bit. But she don't wear the
Mm-hmm.
black, she wear black hair. But anyway, the face is
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, and you looked it like her.
Cute.
And that's why, because her name is Tawana, but
Mm-hmm.
not the last name. But anyway, y'all resemble. Okay, that's why I said, why is I keep calling it? And the more I'm looking at you, it's like I want to pop her name. But anyway, no, this is Princess Towanna Murphy. We've been talking to getting up close and personal, and she just kept it 100 on the Queen Kim Real Talk. All right. And I wish you much blessing, much success in
Mm-hmm.
everything you're doing.
Thank you
God
so much,
bless
Queen.
you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
coming. It
you.
was a blessing for me too. And it was an honor. I appreciate you. Love you much.
Love you too. Let's do
And
this again.
we'll be talking soon. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Good
Right.
night.
Good night.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Queen Kim Real Talk. We just was talking to Princess Tawana Murphy, and she just kept it 100. And y'all go back and watch. Exciting, awesome. But y'all come back for the next artist next Thursday. Tune in because you don't want to miss it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Any artists watching, DJs, thank you for all the listening audience who were tuned in tonight. God bless you. And I wish you much success. And like I always say, keep God first. Y'all have a good night.